Alright guys, Mikey here from Mikey's Iron Rage. And guys, I know you probably have seen this video comparison before, but not by Mikey's Iron Rage. And I got all 11 poses for you guys, so there's not going to be any ties in this comparison video. Now, we got Phil Heath at the 2013 Mr. Olympia, which he won. And it was Phil at his all-time biggest and best at the 2013 Mr. O. Then on the other side of this awesome video footage, we got 2009 Mr. Olympia winner Jay Cutler, the cut above the rest. And everyone always says 2009 and 2011 were the best versions of Jay Cutler. Even though I think 2001 was the pinnacle for Jay, that's because he didn't weigh 265 fucking pounds. He was more like 250 pounds. And he looked so much better. But I digress. So guys, let's see who was really better once and for all. 2009 Jay Cutler or 2013 Phil Heath. So guys, without any further ado, let's get it on. And we got the first pose of the night, guys, the front relaxed. And if Jay Cutler had a little bit of a better midsection in this pose, I would go with Jay Cutler because his lats are flaring out nice and wide. He would have, like I said, a better V-taper if his midsection was tighter. But I'm going to go with Phil Heath because he just looks like a total badass, especially in 2013 in this pose. He's got such a tight midsection. I don't know what happened from 2013 to 2014, but he totally blew himself out by 2014. But all in all, Phil Heath is going to get the point. I mean, his quads look phenomenal. Just the whole silhouette looks fucking great. And his lats are flaring out more than they ever were. So Phil's going to get the point there. Alright guys, now we got the ab and thigh. And I always really didn't like Phil Heath in this pose. I mean, in 2013, it definitely looked the best, his ab and thigh. And his abs are a little more deeply cut than Jay's, but Jay Cutler has an amazing ab and thigh. And earlier on in his career, it was even better. His abs were a little more ripped up. He's got a nice V-taper, so all in all, I'm going to go with Jay Cutler, but let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Off to the next pose, guys, and we got the side chest shot. And Phil Heath, I say it in all the Phil Heath videos, his left pec looks like it's fucking deflating. He's got a nice right pec, nice big arms and shoulders, but that's about it. The silhouette looks okay, but Jay Cutler owns this pose. Look at how wide Jay Cutler looks. And then look at the side chest, how it's popping. Just unbelievable. Then he's got those big arms and shoulders, so Jay Cutler's definitely going to get the point there. Off to the next pose. And we got the side tricep. And this was a tough one because Jay Cutler's tricep is just a little more deeply cut. But Phil Heath's is thicker. Phil Heath has a better looking bicep, big forearms, great silhouette, great side sweep to the quads. His chest looks great. So all in all, I'm going to go with Phil Heath. But Jay Cutler looks phenomenal, so take your pick, guys. It could go either way. All right, now we got the hands on the hip, most muscular, and they're holding it a little bit differently, but just about the same. And I always loved Jay Cutler in this pose. I always thought Jay Cutler looked really good in this pose, but putting him up against 2013 Phil Heath is like, wow. Look at how fucking ripped up Phil Heath is in this pose. Phil looks drier, even though Phil Heath is always looking puffy. He don't look too puffy here, with those big shoulders and arms, big chest, and a tight midsection. Alright guys, now we got the crab most muscular, and this one's going to go to Phil Heath as well. I just think Phil Heath holds a better crab most muscular. Yeah, Jay might look a little wider, and Jay's traps might be a little bit bigger, but Phil Heath just looks like a complete total freak in this pose. He has one of the best crab most muscular poses ever. And could you imagine if if Phil had a bigger chest like Jay? Wow, he would fucking have the best crab most muscular ever. So Phil's going to get the point. Off to the next pose. And we got the front lat spread, guys. And this was a tough one. Because you know what? Phil Heath looks like he did. Phil Heath doesn't look like he did in 2011, 2012, 2014, or 2010 for that matter. You want to know why, guys? Because his midsection is the tightest in 2013. It makes your lats look like they attach lower. And you just look so much more wider. But I'm going to go with Jay Cutler because Jay Cutler is wider. And, I know his midsection's protruding a little bit, but Jay Cutler is wider and holds a better front lat spread in my opinion. But let me know what you guys think. All right, guys, now we get the front double bicep. And Jay Cutler has a nice set of arms, but I'm telling you guys, in 2013, Phil Heath had the biggest arms in 2013 and 2011. I said it in the video I did the other day. At the 2011 Mr. Olympia, Phil Heath, his arms were huge, but they're even bigger here in 2013. So all in all, I'm going to go with Phil Heath. But you guys might disagree with me, but I think Phil Heath's arms and silhouette look a little bit better. All right, guys, now we got the Christmas tree, and this was another tough one. Guys, this was a hard comparison to judge here. But I'm going to go with Jay Cutler. You want to know why? Because Jay looks a lot drier. Jay's upper back looks way better. His hams and glutes look about the same as Phil's, but I like Jay in this pose a little bit better. I think Jay holds the Christmas tree pose phenomenally. I mean, it could go either way, though. And you guys all know I love Phil Heath's Christmas tree pose, but against Jay Cutler, So Jay's going to get the point. All right, guys, now we got the rear lat spread, and this one's going to go to Phil Heath. I know Jay Cutler's wider, but Phil Heath has so much more detail, such better traps. I mean, great hams and glutes. It looks like a piece of armor on his back. From 2011 to 2013, he totally transformed that rear lat spread. All right, guys, now we got the rear double bicep and the last pose of the night. And you know what, guys? Jay Cutler has a great rear double bicep, but I think it looked better earlier on in his career, in my opinion, because he had a better lower back. So I'm going to go with Phil Heath, because how could I not? 2013 Phil Heath, he tightened up that rear double bicep compared to 2011. He looks phenomenal. Yeah, his traps might not be as big as they were in 2011, but just the whole silhouette looks great. So in my opinion, Phil Heath is going to get the last point for the rear double bicep. I mean, come on, guys. Phil Heath in the rear double is just untouchable. And Ronnie Coleman as well. And Dorian Yates as well. But I just think Dorian looks a little shallow compared to Ronnie and Phil. But I digress. So, guys, let's tally up the points here. And we got Phil Heath with 7. And we got Jay Cutler with 4. And you know what, guys? If you were to put these two up on stage together, yeah, Jay Cutler might look a little bit bigger, but I think Phil Heath might beat Jay Cutler if you put them on stage next to each other, because picture footage is a lot different than video footage. But I digress. So, guys, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit the Kevin Levrone icon button.